What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some Adam Ant, and indeed, we've come to the point in the Antics in the Forbidden Zone compilation, thank you again to Mr. Solo, where the remaining tunes are listed as Adam Ant, like a solo artist, no longer as Adam and the Ants. And the next collection of tunes is taken from the From Friend or Foe album, and the first track in this little section on the compilation is Desperate But Not Serious, which is an interesting phrase. It feels like there's some internal tension in that serious. Okay, you're saying it's not comedic, it's not whimsical, it's not light, it is more intense, maybe more dire, at the very least more important. But that feels like a less notable situation than desperation, or to be desperate, where the stakes are higher, the peril is greater, the options are fewer and perhaps less desirable, and you have less choice in terms of what will happen. You are desperate, you are hoping for help, or you have to pick an option that in other circumstances you wouldn't. So it's funny to be desperate but not serious. It feels like there's some sort of contradiction there. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's humor to this and it's not as dire or dangerous as it sounds, or even if it is, there's some twist or quirk to it that it's hard to read on the surface. So I'll do the best I can to interpret. Let's give it a listen. This is Adam Ant and Desperate But Not Serious from Antics in the Forbidden Zone, though as I said, this track is the first of 4 taken from Friend or Foe.
back of your neck. Desperate, but not serious. Your kisses drive me delirious. Desperate, but not serious. Your kisses drive me delirious. Desperate, but not serious. Your kisses drive me delirious.
I like that one a lot. Lyrically, I'm amused, and I have a sense that we are dealing with sex and physical intimacy, though perhaps in a comedic or less than fully realized way. But I also do note that, again, there's a bit of that frontier rock mixed with like a Tijuana brass kind of sound. So, you know, the frontier sound, you know, Kings of the Wild Frontier, that one, you know, that album, perhaps it was more immediately representative of what they were doing on that album. Here, again, I don't know if this is indicative of this album as a whole, but yeah, there's some sonic elements here which certainly bear some continuity from what I've already heard, though again, Adam and the Ants versus Adam Ant, again, I'm guessing as a solo artist, though I wouldn't expect he's the only one we're hearing here. Now, again, I know some artists who like record all the instrumental parts and then, you know, mix it together, but I'm guessing that there's still other people in the group, but at this point they were just going by Adam Ant. In any case, there's a bit of comedy here, clearly, as I said, like not only in some of the lines themselves, like the idea of, what was it, if you keep doing it, you go blind, which might be referring to autoerotic pleasures, which, you know, I think there's this cultural idea going back centuries that, you know, the way to discourage amorous youth and teenagers from engaging in such activities is to threaten them that if they do that too much, they'll go blind or they'll grow hair on their palms, those kind of things. It felt like maybe that's what was being talked about. But then also, like, he's saying, your kiss makes me delirious, and talking about a kiss on the lips and on the neck. And then, you know, like early, what was it, like, you put me on a book, or the bookshelf with the books and the plants. And again, it feels like maybe he's being regarded with less genuine affection, or at least reciprocal emotional importance than he is perhaps interested in. Also, the title phrase maybe makes more sense. Like, he's not looking for something serious in terms of an emotional or romantic connection, but he is desperate for intimacy or, you know, physical release. These are speculative observations, but again, I think it's pretty clear we are talking about sex on some level. I just don't know if the narrator is getting what he wants, or, you know, okay, so you get a kiss and it drives you delirious. Is that what's feeding his desire, or is desire already there and already desperate? But again, if he's being put on the bookshelf, or, you know, if he's engaging in something that'll make you go blind, I don't know if it's fully realized. So I am curious about that. You know, his vocals, you know, they're a bit charismatic, a bit quirky. There was a moment where it kind of stopped. There was a little dead pause and a like spoken word moment, which it was a comedic aspect to that. But yeah, they're not doing anything crazy here, but they're in a place that fits with the rest of the Sonics. So yeah, a very interesting one. I am curious, number one, again, about the historical context at this point, why they stopped being called Adam and the Ants, and why he took a, you know, solo artist type of name. Secondarily, I am curious what's happening here thematically. So if you do have insights, let me know. Let me know what you think of the song more generally. I will see you next time. Peace.